Hey guys, in today's video we are going to talk about the easiest bosses in From Software catalog. From Software bosses are known for their difficulty, but there are some so easy that barely require any skill to beat them. In this list, however, I won't include any Chalice Dungeons bosses from Bloodborne, nor mini bosses from Sekiro, nor any boss from Elden Ring that isn't a Remembrance. With that in mind, this is my top 7 easiest bosses in Souls games. At number 7 I have the Dirty Colossus from Demon Souls. This is a boss that I beat first try like most Demon Souls bosses, but I found this boss particularly easy because his moveset is crazy small, and due to how slow he is, you have all the time in the world to run from him and heal if things go wrong. I found this boss so easy to the point that I barely had to dodge anything and took him down extremely fast. In number 6 I went with the Covetous Demon from Dark Souls 2. Unlike the Dirty Colossus, this boss actually killed me once and has a bigger moveset. The reason why I died though, it's because instead of fighting him, I was just laughing at this boss' appearance and attacks. And let's be real here, he might be a joke to beat, but he sure hits hard as hell. Apparently the boss also has a grab attack where he removes all of your equipment, but sadly I never got to experience it. Covetous Demon is a funny looking boss and also a very easy one. At number 5 I went with Dragon Rider, also from Dark Souls 2. The Dragon Rider is guilty of one of my most embarrassing deaths in my first playthrough of Dark Souls 2, because I actually fell off the arena in a very silly way. On my second attempt though, not only did I beat him, but I did it hitless, which made this boss become my fastest boss to beat without taking a single hit. All you need to kick this guy's ass is strafing and he will be down in seconds. He might have a scary name, but Dragon Rider is a joke of a boss in the difficulty department. At number 4 I went with Adjudicator from Demon Souls. This is also another boss that also gave me a crazy embarrassing death. I entered the arena and due to not knowing what to do, I just stayed above him, having no idea he could attack me with his tongue, and 2 hits was all it took to make my health go away. On my second attempt, however, I faced him face to face, and boy oh boy, he might be an ugly beast, but beating him was a complete breeze. You hit him in the wound, he falls, you hit the bird on the head, and that's it, that's the boss. Crazy easy. At number 3 I went with Pinwheel from Dark Souls 1. Pinwheel is a very hard boss to rank because you can fight him very early and he will pose some kind of a challenge, or you can go into the catacombs very late into the game and he will die in 2 or 3 hits without the chance of even moving. My experience was kind of in the middle though, because it still took me some hits to kill him, and in the process he multiplied himself and a fireball actually killed me. So yes, I'm one of the few people in the world that has died to Pinwheel, but I also killed him in the process, so that still counted as a first try victory. Still embarrassing though. At number 2 I went with Old Monk from Demon Souls. This is a boss so easy I won't even spend time with words, I'm just gonna let the fight speak for itself. And to think, this boss was in someone's top 25 best From Software bosses of all time. Jesus. And at number 1, and the easiest boss in Souls games, has got to be no other than King Allant from Demon Souls. This is a boss so easy, I would be surprised if any player in the world has ever died to him. Even though I know it is intended that this is weak as hell, I have to go with facts, and facts say that this boss barely attacks you, and even when he does, you need to be looking at somewhere else other than the screen for him to hit you. But even if by any miracle it does hit you, his damage is weak, and you have all the time in the world to heal, so you will only die to this boss if you do it on purpose. King Allant is the easiest boss in Souls games, but the funny thing is that there are actually even easier bosses if you go through some of the mini bosses in games like Sekiro or Elden Ring, but that, my friends, is a list for another day. Hope you enjoyed watching, see you guys on the next one.